and that's the best they can do right now. They aren't not quite surveillance mode, but they are staying close by. They want to make sure that when this vehicle does come to a stop, that they're going to be able to get to that location as quickly as possible and take the driver.
Okay.
The driver is the most important into custody. Other people inside that vehicle, they are going to be important as well. But the driver, that's the one they really want to get their hands on.
Stu, I think you were mentioning how they're being really careful about this and how they approach and handle this situation. It just reminds us of the real tragic pursuit that we covered on Friday, where you never know how erratic a person behind that wheel can be. And we saw what happened on the 405 freeway.
Mr.
How
Toss,
erratic
what's
that
up?
driver in that pursuit was,
EK,
going the
what's
wrong
going
way,
on?
hitting cars with disregard
Danger,
to
Arab,
life,
Sasha.
and
I wish they'd turn this,
injuring so many people, causing a destructive trail
Bogzilla,
of damage.
welcome.
So clearly, like you mentioned, now they must be thinking, okay, we have to approach this very carefully, as we do all the time, because you just never know what the intent of the driver is.
Yeah, that is the most important part of it. And on a stolen vehicle, it makes things a little bit tougher unless they have some sort of information about who might be behind the wheel.
Vehicle.
Like sometimes when it's a registered driver, like maybe it was involved in some sort of crime, they can run that plate. They have an idea that maybe that driver has warrants. It might be a reason why that driver might be
prediction is
fleeing
up
at such a dramatic
Nobody
way.
is voting.
But in a time like this, when you have a stolen vehicle, they really don't know it, making a U-turn, really don't know who is driving that car. And believe me, I'm wondering if
how you
this
use
person
your channel
knows where
points.
he
You got
is.
to click up on the top where the
U-turn right
prediction
there.
is, I think.
Again, you just kind of wonder, what is going on down there? Are there two people behind
looks
the
like
wheels?
the mirror is knocked
driver?
off.
What is the idea here? But it continuing on, and you can keep an eye on those speeds. These are residential neighborhoods. And you know what, Skyfox, the camera op, me, today might be a little off because I'm having a little difficulty with the camera, but those numbers, I can tell you, are pretty accurate. I hear the officers calling it out as well.
That
They're
mirror
calling it out,
just
and it's going
flying
about 80
around.
miles an hour right now, and we are in a very residential neighborhood out here in the Downey area.
It's going
and
really
this
fucking
is the
fast.
type of stuff that is very, very dangerous. Hit a dip right there. You saw him trying to hit those brakes. And again, this is an older Crown Victoria. Maybe it had a lifetime as an officer.
Did you live stream the one? No, I missed that one.
Taxi, or maybe it just was
I don't think it was live on
just a
TV
Crown
long
Vic.
enough.
Making another hard turn right there. Definitely looks like two people in that front seat. Maybe you guys have a little bit better vantage point where you guys are at.
No, unfortunately, we can't really see who's behind the wheel or who's in the car, how many people are in that car, because those windows are quite tinted. But, you know, making a note of all the stop signs that this person is blowing through, and even the lights.
Back on the freeway.
It seems as though, yes, back on the freeway, but driving quite recklessly. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. He's off the surface streets, so I suppose it's better for this person to be on the freeway. But again, like, the concern always is
I wish they'd turn the map grid
people
thing
who are
off.
on the road, who have no clue what's going on.
Thank you, good call.
And that's when things can really get ugly.
And it looks
hey, there it is.
Seems
Let's go.
like the car is giving up. Seems like the car is giving up.
Oh, they're out.
Doors are popping open. You got two people in that front, and they're just
okay.
wow,
this is a really interesting spot to try and stop, though.
Any kind of exercise.
Why?
There you go. Kind of just wandering away. Don't know what you're talking about. I'm surprised they're not trying to hitchhike. That's the kind of casual that we're seeing right there. But you know what?
Yo, this is a horrible place to get out.
Right now, I did hear him say that they're out on foot. So this would be a spot where, if there was an officer nearby, this would be the spot to take these two characters into custody. You know, northbound 5 freeway, you can see it right there. We're right by that Lakewood. There's the sheriff's ship. Now they're calling it out. That guy right there in that white shirt, you know, I hope he doesn't try to run across the freeway. It's just going to make things more difficult. And again, he's just kind of looking. Don't do it. Don't do it, dude. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there he goes. And then the other one in the red shirt, I believe that's going to be the passenger. I believe.
Okay, here he goes.
What are you doing? These are the ones.
What's the
I just
plan
watch
here,
this
though?
Stuff and you're just like, why are you doing? What was that all about?
right.
Anyway, stay safe. Officers apparently are pulling
Here's
up.
a cop.
Keeping an eye on the guy in the red shirt, because that's the one. That's the passenger. They really want to talk to that driver. But the passenger, I'm sure they're going to want to get as well. You can see other officers kind of making their way over to
this is such a terrible
Again, now's not
spot
the time to really start
get out of the
that
car.
move, but you can see it right there. This thing coming to an end.
If you actually wanted to get away.
Just kind of giving up, hands out, going into custody. and then the driver right there took off his shirt, took off the jacket. Now, they are going to stop some of the freeway, northbound 5, just for safety of the public and other, of course, officers. They take these two into custody, but that was a crazy ride for a while.
I mean, do you guys think that, like, the car gave up on them in that moment?
Ending, but
or
you know
did they choose to do that? Because it just makes no sense. They got on the freeway and then immediately just got out.
Recklessly, so that's the good news. That was odd. Very odd.
Never know.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? Okay. Well, thank you so much, Stu, for your work
chase.
and
Yeah,
your
that shit
effort up
sucked.
there in
That's
Sky
bad.
Fox. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Whatever.
Francisco, I have a feeling it was you holding the mic down. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Look at the way that guy's laying down.
Yes, it did, because my phone kept disconnecting. I might be something with the turns, the hard turns, or it might also have been just we had to bump it up a little bit because of the sheriffship. But
that's it. What's up, Subatomics? Shout out to Subatomics. Did not last 15 minutes. Not even freaking close. Did we end the? Do we end it yet?
No, man. You saved the day. I appreciate
it. Only lasted like 10 seconds beyond the voting. All right, I'll choose it now.
I don't know what's up with the camera.
More people said yes than no. I thought that was an obvious one, guys. I thought that was an obvious one, that it was not going to last for 15 minutes. As soon as we turned it on, I was like, this is almost over. I probably feel that way most of the time, and most of the time I'm right. Like, the fact that the car was already, like, flying around in a neighborhood, the second I turned it on, it's like, you know, this probably wasn't going to go long. What's up, Lee? Shout out to Lee, also an IRL streamer. But, all right, yeah, thanks, everybody. That's it. Miss a fun one? Dude, not really. I mean, it was crazy for a couple minutes, but, you know, nothing really happened. They foolishly got onto the freeway. At some point, like, they were just flying around in a little neighborhood, and then they got on a freeway and almost immediately pulled over and got out. There's nowhere to go. There's this huge wall right here. They can't, like, even, there's too many cars, like, even cross the freeway. Just terrible spot to get out. Oh, Benjamin says he can see the helicopter. Yo, right by you. Someone else said that they were near this too. Okay. Well, they got him. If I go live again tonight, it's because there's a police chase. I'll be working tonight. So I plan on Thursday to go out and stream, do an IRL stream. We'll go downtown Nashville, hang out. And then the following Thursday, actually, there's going to be a lot of shit going on downtown. So we'll have to go down there again and see what's up. But yeah, I only stream the IRL stuff on Twitch. So, did you see the early chase the other day? I did not. I saw the ending, but I didn't see much other than that. I got a notification about it, I think, and then it was like over right away. Something like that. What is this? What is this? What are we looking at right now? Is this stuff related to this chase? It just seems like a bunch of junk on the side of the highway. They're collecting it like it's evidence. Maybe it is. I don't know. This is a bag with some stuff in it. So is that. This guy was carrying that? Okay. Yeah, it was crazy as fuck what happened with this woman she was in a van. I think she just, like, it's such a weird thing that I didn't see how it developed. So when you just see the clip, it's like, what? How did that happen? When you just see the clip, it's the weirdest thing ever. But basically, she charged into a group of cars that were stopped on the freeway. I don't know how it happened. It was a weird situation. You can probably find that clip pretty easily. But I wasn't able to stream it. But if you follow police chase stuff, you probably saw it on Twitter or somewhere in the last couple days. But all right, that's it. I'm going to get out of here before more people get tricked into coming in, find out that it's not actually a chase. Have a good rest of your night, guys.